On August 17, 1943, the Royal Air Force's bombers set out on a dangerous mission into Nazi Germany. The enemy, unaware of their devious plan, tested the Messerschmitt Bf 110, the backbone of the Luftwaffe, with British heavy bombers. Chaos ensued as the planes roared to life and the noise of explosions echoed through the night. Despite perfect visibility, no unexpected reports from the RAF bombers were received. The German night fighters' new weaponry and tactics, including tracerless ammo and strikes on vulnerable points, perplexed them. They initially believed it to be incredibly accurate flak, but years passed before the German secret was revealed. In the early 1930s, the German Luftwaffe recognized the limitations of their current escort's range, particularly in operations involving the passage of the English Channel to reach Britain. This led to the idea of a heavy fighter, a powerful combat aircraft with nearly unstoppable weaponry. By the mid-1930s, German medium twin-engine bombers could reach 1,500 miles, while the Luftwaffe's single-engine fighters had a range of only 400 miles. The need for a twin-engine fighter that could match the small bomber's range but have a more deadly payload was urgent. The new type of fighter was intended to guide and protect bomber fleets, with up to 4 machine guns and cannons aimed forward, along with a rear gunner using a machine gun to protect the action. The multifunctional aircraft, known as the Kampfzerstörer, became synonymous with the Luftwaffe's faith in these superior heavy aircraft and Hermann Göring's ambition. The Ministry of Aviation requested a multifunctional fighter aircraft, dubbed Eisensatan, or Iron Sights, with demands for a novel 3-seater design with 2 engines, an all-metal monoplane skin, longer range, and a bomb bay. Messerschmitt's Bf 110 was the best-performing designer, meeting internal bomb load criteria but excelling in speed, range, and firepower. Erhard Milch, initially hostile towards Messerschmitt, unexpectedly approved the Bf 110, despite his initial skepticism. The Bf 110, with its low cantilever wings and 2 vertical stabilizers, defied expectations and significantly contributed to the Luftwaffe's armament. With a top speed of 350 miles per hour, it competed with early warfighters and was powered by 2 DB600A engines. On May 12, 1936, the Bf 110 made its first flight, outperforming the Bf 109 and exceeding designers' expectations in terms of speed. Despite its less than optimal mobility and innovative engine technology, the Bf 110 quickly moved from prototype to pre-production, displacing its contemporaries, the Focke-Wulf FW 187 and the Henschel HS 124. The Bf 110 was given the go-ahead for full-scale manufacturing. The Bf 110 aircraft, weighing twice as much as the Bf 109 due to increased fuel, a larger airframe, and designated engines and propellers, had issues with its agility. Test pilot Hermann Wurster demonstrated its potential in a dogfight simulation against Ernst Udet, flying a Bf 109, maintaining stability and completing tight corners on par with the single-seater. Hermann Göring took a step that infuriated the Luftwaffe, moving the best Bf 109 pilots into the new fleet, resulting in the Bf 110 establishing its own legacy by combining innovation with imperfection. Walter Horton warned his troops to be cautious when facing the English during the Battle of Britain, warning them of the Bf 110's deficiencies. The elite destroyers proved their mettle by attacking Poland and ill-prepared targets in Norway and France in 1939. However, facing the Royal Air Force was different than fighting antiquated biplanes. In 1940, the Bf-110s were given a strategic bombing mission, launching from occupied nations and flying deep into British territory. The Battle of Britain exposed significant flaws in the Bf-110's design and performance. A pilot armed with an agile Spitfire observed a formation of Bf-110s approaching. These larger and more noticeable aircraft were assigned to remove any threat to their bomber convoy. German pilots were confident in their aircraft's speed and improved weaponry, and switched to their go-to maneuver, the boom and zoom. The Bf-110s positioned themselves for a dive assault, averaging to greater altitude with agility and accuracy. As the sun glinted off their wings, the British banked hard with their Spitfires, anticipating their next move. The Bf-110s, while formidable in a straight dive, were outmatched in a combat that involved twists and turns. The smaller Spitfires and Hurricanes avoided diving attacks with skillful spins and rolls, making it difficult for them to replicate the RAF's deft moves due to their bigger frames and slower acceleration. The Bf-110s were not taken lightly during the Battle of Britain in 1940. They used their faster maximum speed to ascend and gain space, avoiding a protracted dogfight. However, their lack of mobility made them vulnerable, making them vulnerable as bomber escorts. The Bf-110's fundamental design suffered in areas such as mobility and acceleration, making them vulnerable. Pilots were forced to battle for their lives rather than protecting the bombers, flying in tight circles. In the Battle of Britain, the Bf-110's deadliest day was August 15, 1940, when over 30 planes were lost. Over the next 2 days, 23 more Bf-110s were shot down. On the final day of August, ZG-26 claimed 13 RAF planes with 3 losses and 5 damaged. However, the good fortune was short-lived, as on September 4th and 27, 223 of the 237 entered the battle, losing 15 Bf-110s, highlighting the ongoing troubles of the aircraft. The Bf-110 was initially dismissed during the Battle of Britain due to its perceived ineffectiveness. However, Erich Winkel-Braun, an Allied pilot, later uncovered its potential, and it became a crucial component of Nazi Germany's nighttime air battles. The Bf-110 had advanced technology, including a spacious cockpit for radar operators and sophisticated night operations electronics. German night fighter aces like as Heinz Wolfgang Schnauffer, who flew only Bf-110s to earn 121 victories, credited the aircraft's efficacy in night fighting, making it an indispensable part of their careers. The Bf-110 night fighter was important in the struggle against Allied air attacks until 1942. The aircraft became famous on August 17, 1943, using the Schrägmusik technique, which allowed it to attack RAF bombers from blind locations without being spotted. This led to Lieutenant Peter Earhart's successful downing of 4 aircraft in 30 minutes. The Bf-110's hallmark weapon was the Schrägmusik, which allowed it to target gasoline tanks from below, engaging British bombers. The Royal Air Force initially struggled with this new approach, as accuracy was crucial in these strikes. The Allies suffered a significant intelligence failure due to the RAF's strategy. The RAF needed many months to figure out where these deadly strikes originated, and it wasn't until 1944, after a captured Bf-110 was examined, that the riddle was finally solved. The Bf-110, along with German flak and other night fighters, played a crucial role in downing 2,751 RAF bombers. Despite being challenged by countermeasures like radar jamming and diversionary tactics, the Bf-110 remained a vital part of Germany's night air defense throughout the war. As World War II ended, the Messerschmitt Bf-110 demonstrated the development of aerial combat. 6,170 units were manufactured by the end of the war. However, American air tactics changed, and the Bf-110's dominance diminished. The P-51 Mustang, an agile American fighter bomber with a single engine capable of 450 miles per hour and a 1,600-mile range, outran the Bf-110, transforming it from predator to prey. Despite this, the Bf-110 and its successors continued to serve until the end of the war. The Bf-110 was considered outmoded by the end of the war, and the impact of the Bf-110 during World War II is evident.